Hey guys, welcome back. It's great to be back again. Time for some new material, time for some fresh material with my brand spanking new, pretty much, Breedlove Revival DR-Deluxe series. Talked about this in a previous video or two. Really excited, really been playing with this a lot lately. And so many good things to say about it, so many wonderful things to say about it. But today I thought, why not just go ahead and start this thing off right? Let's do a good Tony Rice tune that a lot of people really like and a lot of people know, have heard, and love, and that is Cold on the Shoulder. This is the intro to Cold on the Shoulder. And what I want to do is just go over a little bit of that and kind of break it down a little bit for you guys. I'm not going to take a lot of time. And got a lot of good, ideas coming up. Don't know what the schedule is going to be like, but not going to give up the whole Bluegrass guitar channel. Still love doing that, but I want to, we're going to branch out and do some other things. But I still want to keep these videos going for you guys as often as I can. This one being the first one, that is Cold on the Shoulder. So we first start off. I'm not exactly sure what he does this in. It seems like there's a capo in here somewhere. I can't remember. But no matter what you do it in, what you sing it in, what he sings it in, it seems like it's an A. I'm not sure, but it's going to be the same for wherever you're at because it's in a G shape. Okay. And so let's go ahead and get started here. We're going to start with an open G. Now this is my interpretation of this song. There obviously may be some things that are different about it than what Tony does, but I've tried to get it as good as I can comparing to him. All right. So let's start with this, and we start with an open G. And instead of me explaining it, I'm just going to go through it slowly so you guys can see what's going on and kind of decide for yourself where to go from here. Okay? So let's try that out. Okay, hopefully that is as close as possible as I can get it. I may have kind of wobbled a little bit, but let me try this a little bit of a medium pace. Get that B string in tune here. Anybody that plays acoustic guitar knows that it is a notorious finicky string to try to tune. Okay, so a lot of things happening there, a lot of things going on, and so I'm just going to kind of work my way through this, and I'm going to explain it as we go along. Now you can either start here on the third, or you can start on the second. I'm not exactly sure which one he does. So whichever one is your preference, whichever one he does, you can watch the video and kind of find that for yourself. So this is a lot of picking required, so it's an upstroke first so that we can begin on the downstroke on that A. Sometimes, depending on what I want to do, I'll hit that open D before I do the slide. But I don't think he does that. Now this is kind of different because we need the time to come down here and hit the that C note, and to do that we don't want to be playing back and forth on this G and D string because that will mean that the last note is going to be on the D string. We don't want that to happen. We want that open string ringing so that we can come back down and have the time to come back down to that C note on the third fret of the A string. Okay, so usually I'm just going to hit that slide, one on the G, one on the D, and then two more on the G, C. So D, G, D, G, G, Notice how I hit that G, I was moving back here. That open string gives us that time to make that transition. Just like that. Then we're going to do a quick walk up from the C. Okay, so we're not in the C chord, but he's doing like a little C scale there. So that's going to be, so that's A, then that's all alternate picking, begin with a downstroke on the A, up on the D, two more notes on the D. That's open D, second, third, open G, and then we're going to do a hammer on to that G third fret. C. And then this shape comes up. I've done that so many times it's not funny. All the good bluegrass players use this shape. Talk about this on my Bluegrass Guitar Essentials course, as well as a little video called Backtracking on YouTube. So it's going to be immediately, we need to have this finger down. Now I have a problem where I want to do that, but you need to have this finger down. It might be good to actually play the finger, bring the first finger down the same time as this one. See, might be a little difficult to do that. You might want to have to go alternate, back and forth to that. Whatever works for you. That's just a typical G lick. I know I've done that on YouTube several times. So he does that part twice. Now there'd be times I do that. There might be times I play that open D too. The picking for that, the second time, the second one I did was pull off. It's going to be an upstroke on that G there in this case. Upstroke on the D, and then just like that, two downs. Then he's going to do a little slide. This is he does this a lot on, like, I think Monroe's hornpipe and Salt Creek, a bunch of different ones you can do this. We're starting with that. It's a downstroke on that E string, third fret. Now this is coming out of the first position, the box 1 of the minor pentatonic scale. So we're not starting with the highest note, we're starting with the next to highest note, coming down and then hitting that highest note and coming down again. Okay? Alright, so that's... Now watch the picking on that. Now sometimes I might do an upstroke, but we want that next note. This note right here has to be a downstroke. No matter if the second note's an up or down, this one has to be down for it to work. And then we got, there's a couple different ways to do this. There's a quick one of those, he does that a lot, or you can just go, you can either do the quick one, or you can just go, that's a pretty long lick before it even gets to the main G lick. So let's try that slowly. I'm going to do this a couple times and then we'll maybe go over any complicated parts. Okay, now there's different ways you can do that. Whichever one is your preference. You can either do the hammer or pull off on the D string on the second fret or the third fret. Whichever you want to do, it's fine. He even sometimes goes as far as the 5th fret or the 3rd fret, and it just adds a little bit more, attitude depending on what you want to get out of it. And the other one, the little quick one, sounds like that, like this. I kind of like the way that sounds. You use a little bit extra oomph to it. So. But we don't play that G, we go to the D next. But anyway, let's try this one more time. Let's do it from the top. Let's see what we got here. Now the timing's a little different. It just depends. Let's see. It's just depending, you know, you might have to add or take away a couple notes here and there, but that's the basic shape. Now what we're doing is we're going to add a little a back step. I think that's what I call that on Bluegrass Guitar Essentials. No, I call it a double back lick. I think that's what I call it. You're doubling back. I get this from Eric Clapton. He does that a lot, and that's where I first learned it. So we're coming pull off the 5th fret. By the way, aren't you glad that I got dots on this guitar now? I've had so many complaints that I don't have dots, so now you guys know where I'm at. The only thing I don't like is that it's on the 5th fret instead of the 3rd. Usually they start on the 3rd, but this one starts on the 5th. So this is where we're at here, 5th fret. Pull off to the 3rd, and hit that 5th fret on the D. But double back, come back, and bar on that G string again with that 5th fret. Okay, so, and we got that D, 3rd fret, open G, and then we're going to go to the D. I just usually hit the D chord, and the emphasis is on that G string, 2nd fret. 3rd to 4th, slide, D, and then open, and then this cool little lick here. Just like a little sustain there, a little emphasis there. That's that lick there. Pull or hammer onto there. Okay, so you've got this hand, this shape. Pay attention to the picking hand, okay? Because this is where it's going to get, you know, there's a pattern developing here. So we have the first initial stroke is a downstroke, and then it's up, down, pull off, up, down, pull off, up, down, pull off, down, and that's the whole lick. And then we're going to repeat that descending down. Actually, it's a down, up, down, down, up, down. Excuse me, down, down, up. Here's where it begins. Okay, so down, pull off, down, up, down, pull off, down, up. Okay, so we're going to do that twice. And we could follow that all the way down the scale, but he ends it on that G and does a little slide up from the 3rd to the 4th. So it's slide up, 3rd fret, open G, upstroke, pull off on the D, 3rd fret. And then it's a quick, I'm just barring. I'm just barring that 5th fret, the D, the G, and the B strings. Doing a quick rake. Little bluesy thing. Make sure not to hit that A, because it won't sound right. This is kind of like a difficult part here. We have the, let's see. When we hit that open G, it's going to be up to set us up for the next pick stroke. Right there's the upstroke. Another upstroke on the G after that pull off on the D. Okay, now it's a little tricky, so pay attention. Or third or second, whichever one you want to do. Now that's one of the trickiest parts, is getting down here fast enough, because it goes by so quickly. And that took me a while to get that down, but that's very important. And that last one, you don't have time to really do an upstroke, so I'm actually playing the G. After that downstroke on the G, or you can do a slide into it if you can't get to your other fingers there quick enough. It's on that open D. It's an upstroke. It gives you time to come back here and hit that first part of that G leg. Okay, so the rhythm on the end is kind of, just kind of work at it. So if I was to break that down, it would be up, and then another up. Let's see. So 3 ups in a row. Up, down. So 3 ups in a row, and then down, up, down. And then you're just going to kill it all, because that's the way he does it, okay? So let's try this from the top. 1, 2, 3. And that is Cold on the Shoulder. Guys, I hope you enjoyed it. And believe it or not, it's about 20 minutes later. So thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'd love to do plenty more like this as I come up with ideas. I'd like to keep these kind of fresh and new. We are now done with the whole private lesson series for now. I want to keep these fresh. And even if I pre-record a few of these, I'd like to just keep them nice and fresh, and so that they don't look dated or anything like that. So stay tuned for the channel. There's going to be plenty of videos coming your way when I can get them up. I'm not really going to stick to a certain schedule. Tuesdays has been my main day of releasing content for the longest, but what I want to do is just try to release them when I can, whenever I can. And they might not all be behind this, backdrop here. They might not all be, professional looking or whatever, but I want to get them as good a quality as I can. Now that I've got this brand new guitar, the Breedlove, once again, the Breedlove Revival Series DR-Deluxe. Also, I've got the brand new camcorder that I'm using right now. I'm recording this in MP4 format at high quality, 24 or 24 megabits per second, 30 frames a second. And so it's supposed to be 1080p, I think. I don't think it's 720. 720 is the 17 megabits per second setting. So that's what I'm using now, and I'll probably convert this using Handbrake, which is awesome. If you haven't checked that out, go check that out. Handbrake is an awesome video conversion tool. Using the ATR, Audio-Technica ATR 3350, if I'm not mistaken, lapel mic that I have still not had to change the batteries. I did the whole Bluegrass Guitar Essentials course with it, and I've used it. It's been over a year since I've ordered it. And since I did an initial review video on it, it's still awesome microphone. I can see it's really peaking out the audio levels on the Canon Vixia HF-R40 is the camera that I'm using. I haven't figured out how to adjust the audio. Maybe I can do that next time. Hope it's not peaking out too much. Okay, so it shouldn't be peaking out. But so thanks so much for watching, guys. Please check out www.bluegrassguitaressentials.com. webisodes. That is the webisodes going on right now. I am right now in the process of trying to get the DVDs mastered and get them menus created and everything. Trying to get that out as quickly as possible. Obviously that takes a little while to do, but I'm going to try to get it and knock it out so that it will be available. But now the whole course is done. It is available via webisodes if you'll check that link out. And I really appreciate if you do end up going through the whole course, there is a special link at the end of the ebook that you can leave your testimonial of the course and how it's helped you and what you think of the course. And so please do leave a testimonial if you get to the end of that course. Okay, work your way through it. When you get to the end, leave a testimonial at that link, and I would really appreciate it. And it will give me some feedback as to what works for you guys and maybe what didn't work or what I could improve on. Taking it step by step as I can. Please stay tuned to the channel, and I'll go ahead and get off here before I ramble any longer. Thanks guys so much for watching. Tune in for more great videos like this as I can get them out there to you guys as quickly as possible. And I'll see you guys on the other side. Thanks so much, and God bless.